Yo, uh, I found a thing. I found a thing. Right, so you know how you have a vent system, and usually this is what it looks like, and you have these three things you can build. You can do that, and you can do that, and you can do this, and you can right click and delete them. And that's everything, that's all. That's everything that this area allows you to build with. Well, if you are on these floors, which are the main floors, you can build beds and furniture and stuff, right? So I was very annoyed at that, and I found out by accident that if you have one of these zones selected, you see these required items. If you go up into the vent, they are forced to show. Like, the game needs them to be here. They didn't account for you going to the vent system and checking this UI element. So you can still build these things, and I used those and put them here. But as you can see, this is very limited. You have access to chairs and that stuff, and I was able to find a lot of stuff. Like, you can click on here, you find these desks and toilets and beds and stuff, but it's not nearly like every decorational item, you know? You can get that stuff. Like, this is almost entirely constructed with those kind of stuff, but what you can also do, and I just found that out like a second ago. I've never seen anyone do it, so that's why I'm making this video, because I'm assuming that no one knows about this. You can select a zone, and if you don't have anything selected here, right? I'm gonna show you. I have this selected right now, so I go to floor 1, and I have this zone selected. You see all these items. If you go up to vent 1, these disappear. But if you go and don't have anything selected, and then select this zone and go into vent 1, you have access to all of these recommended items, including guards. If you move the camera, they disappear, which means they are definitely a bug. It also means that it's very tedious to build with them, because they never intended you to put decoration up here. If you move this shrub, the wall disappears and you have to, or the floor disappears and you have to replace it. But it's worth it, because in the end, you can literally build rooms like that, and you can have guards walk around here, you can have cameras, you can have a generator even. To be very honest, I haven't checked it in game yet. I'm gonna see how it actually looks. This is a very difficult prison, so it might be... I'm gonna construct something to make it easier to get up there, but just for testing purposes. But this is amazing, because you can just... I was struggling with that just today, like building this prison, that there wasn't any decoration I could place. But now I can just take stuff like this trash, right? And I just put it here. And once you have it here, by the way, you can click on it and copy it, and you just keep it, you know? So there's no issue at all trying to copy stuff. And you could technically... This line is also an object that shouldn't be here. You could technically go and put like a little area in your prison somewhere in the corner and just copy every item in here, so you can always access them and then have easy access to all the items. You can place all of these, I believe. Yes, you can. You can even plant a fucking tree, by the way. Look at that. Also interesting, apparently you can place these walls here, which is interesting because usually if you select like one of these zones, they don't have any of these walls on them, boundaries they are called. So you can't place these, or these in the vents, but apparently there's an exception for these ones because they really want you to use cell bars. So you can place those. But I just realized that they're the opposite way around. Like, this one orientates itself according to the vents, and if I put one like right here... Oh! Okay, interesting. So these floor tiles are programmed like walls are. So these fences see them as walls and want to connect in between them, so they're almost always gonna be bugged. That's interesting. Okay. Well, that's good to know, but to me it's useless because I wanted them to look good. So I'm just gonna... Okay. Unfortunate, whatever. Okay, so just for testing purposes, I opened this up, and I made a whole like way to that place. So I just gotta find a screwdriver, and I should be fine. And I'm just gonna see if it's actually possible to play. Oh yeah, there's no security checks that fail because of it. I don't know how the system works, but I guess it's fine. I wonder if he can move, because I don't know if the AI is like aware of the fact that he's in a vent. Maybe he just stands there. Oh my god. Okay, made it. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, some objects are broken apparently. The red door doesn't work. That's broken. Oh, okay, but the guard does move. I'm gonna test in a bit if they can get... Oh, maybe that's not the guard actually. No, it definitely is. Wait, is it? Did they just disappear? Oh, maybe they only spawn if you have hard difficulty? No, that couldn't make sense. I'm a little bit confused. Okay, so all the decoration seems to work. The desk seems to work. Yep, can you move the desk? You can move the desks anywhere you want. That's interesting. Can you get on them? Yes, you can, but you can't see the second floor. Does the camera work, or is it just... Oh, it's... Wait. It should detect illegal movement if I just... It doesn't work. Okay, that's really unfortunate. Does the shower work? It works. Does the bed work? It works. Does the chair work? It works. Does the generator work? I didn't bring shears. Okay. It's really unfortunate that the doors don't work. This was a police door. If you look at the map, I think I know why it isn't working. It's because items like doors and possibly, I guess, yeah, the counter do show up on the map, so they would have to render that. Interesting. Okay. I'm guessing they can't get me when I'm up here. Guess I'll definitely have to change this door. I'm guessing if the guard's door and the other one don't work, then the normal ones don't work either. Which is very unfortunate. And I guess I gotta remove the camera as well. Okay. Officer Big. Officer Big is up there. Now, let me just check if... Officer Big is still walking around there. Is he still... Yes, he is. He does actually walk around here. He doesn't see it as an illegal place for me to be. Now let's see, and then he's gonna see the damage. I think that's what happened last time. Right? They're gonna see the damage? Yeah. Do they go down the vent now? They do. Okay, so the whenever you do open the vent and they find damage, they just leave. Okay, there you can see which blocks break. Apparently, the doors have a custom floor. So if you want to decorate with that floor, you could do that, which is pretty interesting, but you do need to keep in mind that the doors connect to them, so it's probably gonna look kind of ugly. But I think you can probably place them in like 3 places and then have floor you can walk on without the walls, which is also pretty interesting. The other blocks seem to work. This one breaks, but this is also very interesting because it unlocks the what's it called? Concrete floor, which is not possible to place usually. The text boxes are bugged. Let's see if the generator works. It doesn't. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna keep it here because it's interesting, but unfortunately it doesn't work. Can you go into... Yes, you can. I'm guessing for it to work it needs to be a generator room, and you can't set up generator zones or any zones up here. You can do fitness. You can flush down things. I'm gonna test if this is gonna do flooding, because technically there's no way to have this area of the game be flooded. And then I'm also curious if the engineer or the maintenance guy is gonna go up here. Maybe you can use this if you have your job, but I'm not sure. You can study. And you can open the maintenance desk. Let's hope there's a screwdriver. Oh, there isn't. Well, you can take this anywhere you want, which is pretty cool.